You know, as men, and I've often been emphasizing this, the reason why we are so strategic in God's plan for the world is because as men, God never looks at you individually. God looks at you generationally. Can we say that together? As a man, we are generational. Because what I am today influences generations to come. No nation can be greater than the kind of man it produces. Why? Because each man is a generational being and his character influences the character of future generations. This has been taught many times in the Bible, particularly in the Old Testament, where God says that when you obey, this generation obeys Him, it will influence generations to come in obeying God. When one generation turns away from God, that generation will influence the next generation to turn away from God. And that's why however we live today will definitely affect the next generation. Okay? Dietrich Bonhoeffer is one of his most often quoted truths, said that the righteous man lives for the next generation. The righteous man lives for the next generation. You know, when you pursue integrity and righteousness as a man, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the next generation. Okay? I remember the words of Thaksin Shinawatra, former Prime Minister of Thailand. He said, you know, the politician always looks to the next election. The statesman looks to the next generation. If we focus on the next generation, we can do a lot of change. You agree with Shinawatra? See? Politicians only look to the next election. But a statesman, somebody who really fulfills his calling, you know, to serve the people sacrificially, that's a statesman. A statesman always looks to the next generation. And if we focus on the next generation, we can do a lot of change.